EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here. We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go! Hey, no. Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line, get that quarterback! Where'd he go?
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Yo. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Murray now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, they'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Switch! Check. Hey, alert! Check hot route.
They'll run to the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight toe. These two. Double bump. Look,
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Easy, easy. Hey, back up.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, high 7. Easy.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Let's go, D. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
All right, now, 230. 22, 44. Hey, exit.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
He's going to take a shot right away. And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Snell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Easy.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. We're scoreless after 1.
Like 20. Double.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check, 40. Game. Check, blue, 13.
Now Roethlisberger. This is caught inside the 15. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down. That sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Like 5. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Defense, on deck. Hatchet. Show it up. Undercut.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
All right, now. Blue 30. Hey.
Here we go. Get off the field. Check.
On 2nd down now. Snell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Benny Snell with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. They'll run on first down. Hines, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From just shy of midfield, Murray forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. But we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground with Hines, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield now on 2nd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, a run from White. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Like 20? You good? 58, right there. They're not ready for this, man.
On first down, Snell dances by him. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. On first down, it's Snell again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Get that! Like 30. 58, somebody. Stop, yo. 24. Let's go, Black.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check 49. Check 49.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Alert, alert!
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Switzer. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
50.
Starting the drive with Snell. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check nickel.
Alert, alert! Focus, focus. Recon, 132 fighter. Check.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Take 2 of them.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Back. Under 10. 10. Check.
A run for Snell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
44. Hey, Wahoo!
Here's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
14, these 2. Right here. Rush in. 50. Jack,
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. This one caught by Isabella. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bud Dupree in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing now is Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
That's another.
That was 4th and a mile. Almost 4th, and why are you doing this? I mean, they got it done, though. Went up and got it. What a big-time pickup.
I was just going to say that. It's a receiver. You got to have that go-get-it attitude. He had it there. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Steelers' 33-yard line.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And oh, he caught it up!
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd
like
and
20.
12. At the 38-yard line.
Get him.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Black 20.
Mike, 58, right there. Got to do better.
Nicholas, 66.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And the Cardinals
But correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now he's flushed out left. He'll run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw again on second down. Murray flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now in a 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Being chased. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's now third down and long.
The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Shotgun now from Murray. Completes it to Fitzgerald. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 70 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Samuels. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Murray, one final try. And he's going to go down again. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, the win pushes their record now to 11.